In this video, we will talk about one of the popular interview question in Hibernate: how to create composite primary key. So, let's start. Primary key uniquely identifies a row of table. For example, in this table employee underscore info, we have primary key as ID. Similarly, when we say composite, we mean collection of something. Composite primary key is a set of columns that uniquely identifies a row of table. For example, in this table attendance, we have emp underscore id and effective underscore dt. Both of these columns can make a composite primary key. So for our demonstration purpose also, we are going to use both of these table, emp underscore info and attendance. Let's see how to create a composite primary key. For creation of composite primary key, we have two approaches. First is use of @embeddable annotation. Second is use of @id class. Now let's quickly see our database and go for implementation of composite primary key. First we will start with @embeddable annotation. I have already created two tables. First is emp underscore info and another table attendance. And this emp underscore id is actually primary key of this emp underscore info. So you can say we have primary key of emp underscore info shared to attendance table as foreign key. Now let's implement our first way, that is composite primary key creation using @embeddable annotation. Here I have the basic project structure. Let me go to pom.xml. You can see the dependency for Spring Boot Starter Data JPA, Spring Boot Starter Web, and database I am using is Postgres. Also I have put Lombok project dependency, and I have also created an API endpoint /attendance/all attendance to get a list of attendance from the attendance table. Now let's look at the entity class. So if you see employee info.java, it is mapping to emp underscore info, which is inside OPR schema and the corresponding primary key and the columns. Similarly, if you see attendance.java, you can see mapping to attendance table and schema is OPR. We will use this attendance table for creation of composite primary key. Let's create another class. Go to model package, right click, go to new, click on class, give name as attendance id using embeddable. Let's add a private long emp underscore id private date effective underscore dt. Import the date. There are few basic rules required for composite primary key class. First rule is composite primary key class should be public in nature. So if you see here, this class is public in nature. Second rule say the composite primary key class should implement serialization. Let's add serialization. Third rule say You should also add a no argument constructor. Now let's see the fourth and last rule. The composite primary key class should also implement equals and hash code. Let's add @data annotation from Lombok project. This annotation will provide you @getter, setter, required argument constructor, toString and equals and hash code. Let's add another annotation @embeddable. Now remember, this annotation @embeddable should be added to composite primary key class. Save the class and go to attendance.java. Now instead of long, we will use return type of ID as composite primary key class. So let's add attendance ID using embeddable and put embedded ID annotation here. Just verify that in repository package also in attendance repo.java you are using, instead of long, attendance ID using embeddable. Save the class and run the application. In the console you can see application has started on Tomcat port 8080. Let's hit the API endpoint and check the response. I have already put the API endpoint. Click on send. You can see here the response generated. For employee ID 1, for this effective date we have employee present. Let's go back to STS again. Let's try to implement one-to-one mapping here. Go to attendance.java. If you implement one-to-one mapping in attendance ID using embeddable, it is not possible to do here. So let's go back to attendance.java. We need to add another field, private, type would be employee info. Let's name the field as EMP and put @one-to-one annotation. Since this is a primary key of employee info.java shared to attendance.java, let's add @maps ID and put the column name going to be used as a map key. So let's add EMP underscore ID. Now let's save the class. Rerun the server again. In console you can see that our application has started again on Tomcat port 8080. So let's go to Postman. Again click on send. Now here you can see response of EMP also. So we can easily implement relationship also like one-to-one, one-to-many. But if you have observed, we have to put a separate field for implementing relationship in Hibernate if you are using @embeddable annotation. Let's see the implementation with @ID class. We will create another class. Go to model, click new, go to class, put name of the class as attendance ID using ID class. Again the basic rule we need to implement. Let's add the field private long emp underscore id private date effective underscore dt implement serialization add a no argument constructor, add @data annotation for equals and hash code. Let's import date. In order to implement @id class, we will use this class in attendance.java. Let's go to attendance.java. We will remove these fields. Now let's add private long emp underscore id private date effective underscore dt and put @id annotation here. @id and also put @id class. Pass the composite primary key class here. Let's run the server again. In console, you can see our application has started on Tomcat port 8080. So let's go to Postman. Now before I hit the send button, just see the response that we have get using @embeddable annotation. Let's hit the send button now. You can see here the response structure is now different. This emp underscore id effective underscore dt is present at the same level as fl underscore present. This was all about composite primary key creation using JPA and Hibernate. You can check out the code from the link given in the description. Stay tuned and subscribe.